Now, I'm not doing articulated arms on this one because it's a pain in the butt. So while I could take the fiberfill and push it all the way up to the fingers, I'm not going to do that because I'm also going to put arm rods on this. So what I'm going to do is take the thread ripper, rip it right there, and then stuff the fingers, but also still have to build the contraption, the thing for the arm rod. So I should probably plug in the hot glue gun while I'm thinking of it. Stay. I'm going to do the fiber fill. Just kind of, don't fill it at the joints. So that way there's still some somewhat realistic movement. I mean, as much realistic movement as you give with the puppet, or at least my puppets. Some of the puppets out there are just, holy cow, they're just amazing. I mean, I've been doing this off and on for a couple of years now, about 7 years, but mainly off during that 7 years. And some of the puppets that I've seen, like people who've been doing this for like 10, 15 years, 20 or 30 years, they're just amazing. Dude, got too much fiber fill. This thing is just not going in. So one of the things I've been using, I got a bunch of these doll joints, so I've been just trying to get rid of them instead of using them in all the puppets that I've been building lately. Like this guy right here, he's got the doll joints in here. You can kind of turn it a little easier. It's a little easier to put them on too. When it comes to making the incision for the arm rods, though, just kind of like that. But say hello. Hello. He gets out of the corner. Gotta finish him fairly soon. Heck, I don't even know if you guys can hear me with the mic all the way up there. Yeah. Okay, let's see. There's one thing running for office has taught me, is that signs like this are awesome to cut up. Just going to kind of scope out here a little bit of this, like what I want. That's it. There we go. A little Sharpie. You know what? A razor blade would be a lot easier. Yeah, that's about right. Make some quick adjustments on this thing as the corners start to, although I haven't experienced it yet, I'm in fear of them poking out and tearing some of the with the fleece there. Go that way. So we got two kind of palms there. Be able to help turn it. Where's that other arm? There we go. That one is just a little too big. So we'll trim it down. Well, you know, not really. I think it's just the shape of it. It just looks a little different, but either way. Take my old trusty Stanley 99E. Just curve off a little bit. Curve off the corners again. Because, well, as I said before, this stuff is actually kind of pokey. Plus that, yeah, I mean, there we go. That and that. Put the old campaign sign away. Go get some metal. All right. So I need roughly 14 inches. This. Mark it there. Now, I used to have some really cool pliers I could cut pennies in half, but in the meantime, I'll just use these cheap wire cutters. And this thing is going to fly, so let's see if I can do it one-handed nowadays. Nope, two it is. Oh my god, or maybe not even that. Well, I bent it. Oh no! Did I get it? Did I get it? No. Okay, good. Whew. That was a scary thought. Alright, here's some needle nose pliers that are older than me. And what we're going to do here is it should be at 14 inches. We're going to mark basically 12 3/4. And that's what we're going to bend it, or we're going to try to bend it below it. Or just, let's see, yeah, just right above. I'm going to, alright, so that should, voila. Check it out. Now, one of the cool things about the campaign sign is, they got holes. This is a hole. Or, not a hole. But it goes in the hole. Ah. Alright, kind of slides around so we can hot glue this thing up. Or I guess you could use a contact cement. Work just as well, but I'm not too keen on getting high at the moment. So I'm just going to stick that right in there. Alright, and now I have a little paddle, so I can move the arm back and forth. I don't know if that's how professionals do it, but you know, that's how I do it. And so far it's worked pretty well. That might change in the future. Let's go back to the thing here. I guess it would have been easier just to cut that off. Measure it out again. 14. Try to cut this thing. Man, I wish I knew where those pliers were. once again, mark that at about 12 3/4. Right up there. Needle nose again. Bend it to like a 90-degree angle. We're pretty close to. Voila. Hot glue. Stick it in. There you go, you have your paddle. It hasn't quite dried yet. Attach some thingies. Now these are from 1-inch foam, like paintbrushes. You get at Home Depot for like 50 cents each or so. But you get them online dirt cheap, like 25 of them for just a few bucks. So, and you're gonna need all 25 because I broke 2 of them just trying to get the foam off. Not quite. Yeah, there we go. So I'm gonna drill this out with some $17 30-seconds, I think it is. Because right now it actually only goes down up there. Not even half an inch. No, about half an inch. So we're just going to drill a little bit further down. But not much. Maybe another. Not too much there. That away. Now we're going to get out the contact cement. Smelly, smelly stuff. God, it's awful. And, oh, before we do this, now I was told that this helps strengthen them. So right now we're about an inch down. Roughly an inch. Right. So I was told to make grooves to help, have a little bit extra hold in there. Which, that makes sense. It's just like when you're working with like super glue, and if you scar or scratch the surface before you actually glue it, kind of helps secure it a little longer. I don't know if anybody's watching this, but if you are, awesome. Cool. You're the best. Yeah, got a little excess there. So we will take some leftover felt. Kind of wipe it off and just let that dry. On to the next one. Gotta scar it first. No idea how this looks, so I'm just putting little marks in here. Just to give it a little bit more cohesion. Look at the hole it goes. Some dust on there. Voila! You got 2 arm rods with nice little wooden thingies on it. Secure this because I'm getting high, and I think I spent like $12 on this thing at the Ace Hardware right down the road. And I've used it multiple times, and I don't think it's ever dropped. Like, as far as, like, if I ever, like, get down to, like, there, I'll be amazed. Alright. Those two are drying. Let's do some seam ripping. Now, I've experimented quite a few times on where to put these. Some of them had it more in the center here, some of them had it more. I normally put them just right here in the center so it lines up right there with the thumb. But I'm going to try going back a little bit this time, so we can get a little better movement there. Especially when it feels like when you're actually holding the puppet, I've noticed. And a little more. A little more there. I'm going to ladder stitch that together. Back up. Alright, let's stuff some fingers. All right. 3 down, 1 to go. Where's my fiber fill? There it is. Stack it up there. As I said, I've done articulated fingers before, but in this case, we're not going to be doing that. So just kind of eyeball it here just to see, you know, if that's how we really want it. Oh, that glue's not dry yet. And now I'm covered in. Yeah. Back to the old ways. Alright, so kind of has it's back a little more, it has more of a wrist movement when you come into it. So I think I kind of like that. It's one of the things I've been kind of missing when it comes to building the rest of the puppet. So now we got to remember that which one is the left and the right. Because I don't want to put more fiber fill than needed on the back side of the hand. So let's make this a right hand. Take it out there. Voila. Yeah, that's still too much. Take out a little there. Voila, yeah, kind of more of a fat baby hand. But yeah, that's it. So just gotta finish up the next one, sew this up, and then do the doll arms. So really quick, I'll show you how I do that. Where's that at? I don't know where it is. So one thing I've tried before is just like hot gluing the arms together. It doesn't work because it ends up just sliding apart. So break out the old razor blade again, and we will start scoring. Let's make a rough checkerboard pattern. Use a little bit for the glue to get in there and kind of hold up. We do it on this side too. I don't know if you can see it, but this side is where it goes in there to lock in. And so we're going to score the other side. All right, then we're going to hot glue it. Also, just another thing is these joints are it's like a flat side, then there's like a tapered side, rounded edge. I always mark just an X and an X, so that way when I do glue it, I don't glue the wrong side. But kind of rambling. Get some hot glue. And you're going to notice you kind of have to line it up there. And make sure you don't have any glue through the center of the hole there. Otherwise, you kind of have to dig it out. But already, it's a pretty good bond. And then what you would do is on the body, you basically figure out what you want to do. Just score this as an example. So through the under of the body, stick out the doll arm. That you can either I hot glue them in, so you can hot glue this into the arm right there. So it kind of I'm ripping a seam there. I gotta fix that before it's basically glued in like that, a little bit more in there. And then you just plop it down and your arm is done. So that is it. All right, I'm gonna finish these up. In the meantime, have a great day.